Do you struggle sticking to your goals or even making the right goals in the first place? Well, that's because most goals are bullshit. But in this video, I'm gonna explain the exact process that I use to make better goals in 2021 and that'll psychologically get you in the right mindset to actually achieve them and live the life that you want. I'm Winkler, and this is Epic Voyage, where I help you navigate uncertainty and become the hero of your own story. If that sounds good to you, make sure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and if you want more free content and to actually chat one-on-one with me, then follow me on Instagram, which is @EricAnthonyWinkler. So why do I think goals are bull? Well, it's usually because people make goals that are way too high level and grandiose, like I want to be a millionaire by 30, but you're only 27, so what are you gonna do for the next 3 years to get that done? Or they make them way too tactical, and it's almost a checklist for things they want to do with their life, like I want to read a book every month, which is okay, but if you use a system called OKRs, which stands for Objectives and Key Results, then it'll strategically put you in the right mindset to do the right thing every single day, because that objective is very clear, as well as the key results are gonna measure the way to success and actually let you know if you're on the right path. So let's jump into the process, and I'll make sure you click the link below because I'll even share with you a free PDF where I'll give you a checklist to make sure that you're doing OKRs properly. All right, so let's jump into the exact process that I use to write OKRs. So the first one is actually writing the objective statement. So an objective statement, all it really is a statement that clearly defines what area of your life you're trying to achieve and improve. But you don't write it in a traditional way where, let's say if you wanted to lose weight, you would typically write it of, I want to lose 10 pounds by this date. Because what you actually want to do is write it as a forward-facing declarative statement that sounds like this. Eric Winkler has the body of a lean athlete. And the reason why you want to do that is because it puts you psychologically into a place of abundance versus a place of lack, and it tells your mind what you're actually trying to achieve and what it looks like versus the negative mindset of, well, I'm here and I need to get there and I'm not there, and that makes me upset. Or another example is if you wanted to improve your business, I would write something along the lines of, Epic Voyage is a successful online business that helps many customers. So that way, again, it's forward-facing, it's declarative, and it helps my brain know that that's the outcome that I'm trying to get to. And ultimately, the way you want to do that is you pick an area of your life that you want to focus on. You then picture and envision, maybe in the next 3 to 6 months, what that looks like. And then you write that statement, very declarative, either in the third person or the first person. Either way you want, both of them work. So that's step one, write the objective statement out. So let's jump into key results. So a key result, all it is a metrics-based approach to know if you're actually making progress towards that objective statement. So let's jump into the two examples. So for fitness, I would choose body fat percentage, and I would say my body fat percentage reduces from 15% to 10% over the next 6 months. Or for the business one, I would choose a key result of my revenue goes from $0 a month to $5,000 a month in the next 3 months. So by doing that, I've effectively done 3 things. The first one is that I've defined what success looks like for that objective. I've also proven that I can measure it. And then the last thing is I know that I can make progress and measure myself week over week to know if what I'm doing day after day, week after week, so the tactical side of this whole thing, is actually moving me in that direction, or if it's not. So that's why it's critical to pick a key result or key results that'll measure if you're making success and making sure that you can actually measure it in the first place. Because if you pick something that you can't measure, then how are you gonna know if you're actually making progress or not? All right, pro tip time for key results. So you either want your key result to be a metrics-based key result, which is the one I explained already of X% to Y% or X to Y, or you can make them a milestone key result. Because sometimes when you write an objective statement, it doesn't always necessarily make it easy for you to come up with a measurement over time. So for example, when I was deciding if I wanted to invest in an online business as a side project or actually go get an MBA, I wrote down a key result of have a plan for your side business and what you need to do to get your MBA by March 31st. So I've written down what I need to do by that certain date. And again, it's not as good because you can't measure your progress over time, but ultimately it will service your objective statement. So again, what I always suggest is metrics-based OKRs, but if you need to, then it's okay to have a milestone key result in your overall OKR. So before we jump into the OKR checklist, I want to make sure that if you are actually trying to make big strides in 2021, then hiring me as your life coach will do exactly that. So if you're interested for a free strategy session, click the link below, schedule a call, and we can go over what you're struggling with, we can go over what your goals are, and we can actually put together a plan that'll get you there way faster than if you didn't do that at all. So click the link below or DM me on Instagram and we'll talk further. All right, so there's 7 items in the checklist to make sure you did this process right. So number 1 is, does it inspire you? Because you have to be absolutely stoked by this OKR, or else you're not gonna be wanting to achieve and do all the work to actually get there. Number 2 is making sure that you honestly don't have any more than 2 OKRs for a 3 to 6 month period. Because if you have too many OKRs, then you're just gonna feel overwhelmed and you're not gonna do anything. So you wanna make sure you're laser focused by a specific area that you're trying to improve in your life. Number 3 is making sure that it is in the future tense for your objective statement. Because you always wanna make sure that, again, you're coming from a place of abundance versus lack, because psychologically, that'll put you in a better frame of mind when you do the work that you need to get it done. So number 4 is making sure you don't have any more than 2 to 3 key results per OKR. And the reason why is because you don't want to actually measure too many things, because then you're gonna be spending too much time with the measurement and not enough time doing the item that's gonna move you forward to that outcome that you're trying to chase in the first place. So number 5 is making sure that at least half of your key results are metrics based. Because if they're all milestone based, then all you've effectively done is took the bullshit goals that I talked about in the beginning and put it in a new format as a glorified checklist. Number 6 is to actually prioritize your key results top down. So the most important key result should be at the top and the least important should be at the bottom. So for the business example, I would put my revenue key result at the top, because a business that doesn't make revenue is not a business. But then I would have my subscriber key result for YouTube as the second one, because yes, it's important, but revenue is more important to the overall objective, which is to improve my business longer term. All right, so the last step is, once you read your final OKR, you wanna make sure that it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, that you're not sure if you can achieve all of that. And that's a good thing, because if you feel that way, then you know you're stretching yourself. You don't want to stretch yourself too much where you feel overwhelmed and you're not going to actually do it, but you want to feel enough where it's going to make you achieve big things in your life, because you feel a little bit uncertain if you can actually complete that OKR or not. All right, and there you have it. That's how I make goals better for 2021, by using OKRs. So remember to click the link below to get your free PDF so you can make OKRs yourself. And there's also another link where I can actually set up a one-on-one free strategy session where I can help you out with whatever you're trying to achieve in 2021. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.